are your boxwoods doing? Well, our expert in all things green, Larry Caplan, has some answers to that question. Apparently, many boxwoods are not doing well.
No, Angie. The boxwoods have been suffering all year this year, starting with freeze damage from last December. And I thought that was everything. Everything I've been seeing was the freeze damage. But the problem is that these symptoms are continuing to develop. And that's not normal, what we would expect from freeze damage from so many months ago. I want to show some pictures of what we're seeing out here with the boxwoods. What we're seeing are large areas of dead leaves. The leaves are a tan color. Now this picture here shows what we normally would expect with winter damage. The foliage on the ends were killed by the freeze, but you'll notice there's green growth coming in from lower down. So that's what we saw a lot of earlier this spring when things began to leaf out after winter damage. Now the next picture shows more of what we're seeing now. The branches are brown, all the leaves are brown on them, but there's no new growth coming out. This is a disease, it's got a complex name, it's called Volutella blight. And that's not important. But what is important is that this is a disease of the stems. And the next picture shows that there are small cankers that develop on the twig. This is where the fungus is living, and it's feeding on the twigs on the sapwood.
So it's not a bug, it's a fungus.
It's a fungus disease. And what it's doing is it's cutting all the flow of water up to the foliage, and that's why the leaves are wilting and turning brown. Now, I've done a lot of research on this, and this disease attacks the stems, but it especially goes after stems that have been injured by something else, like the weather, the December freeze. So all the boxwoods that seem to have survived the original freeze were set up to be infected by this disease, and that's why we're seeing this now. Now, again, I've done some research on this. This is not something we can spray for. This is because the fungal sprays that we use cover the leaves and prevent the leaves from being attacked by a fungus. But this disease is not attacking the leaves, it's attacking the stems. And so what we're recommending is we have to prune this out. And I want to show a picture here of what we need to do. What we need to do is get into the body of the shrub and cut out the diseased wood. Now here's the wrong way to do it. A lot of people will see where the diseased wood is and they'll cut it right there.
Right there. Okay.
But the problem is that the fungus could be further down in the stem and just not showing symptoms yet. So the next picture shows what we need to be doing. And what we would do would be to go below where we see the diseased wood, thank you, and we make the cut there. So basically, if you have a boxwood with a big patch of dead growth, you need to follow that back all the way down to its point of origin and cut it there. And get that out of there and put it in the trash or put it in your burn barrel or whatever.
And get it out of there.
And just get it out of there.
But then there's no other treatment.
There's no other treatment at this point.
Okay. Well, we'll be back with Larry. You can see the number on the screen. If you have a question for Larry Caplan, give him a call. There's the number. We'll be right back.